Oh, it no longer greatness has arrived. Welcome to the Trophy Room pre-show. And as we go live, YouTube folks, of course, this is the pre-show. We're getting ready for the real show. Kyle's gonna, we're gonna play Guess the Game for a few minutes. It's gonna be fun. Is my mic all right? Does it sound good to you guys? Am I coming in too hot? Let me know, audience. We have Prison Mike in the chat. What's up, Prison Mike? Oh boy, what a great name. Great name. All right, Kyle, you ready to guess the game?
Yeah.
Excellent. Let me get the show notes ready. You guys go for it.
Wally, the game. No, actually, what it looks like the new game that's not out yet from Naughty Dog.
Intergalactic?
Yeah, but that can't be it.
Yeah.
What about The Altars?
Okay, I'll put it. I don't got to guess.
Or is it just Altars? What's it called?
It could be just be Altars. Oh, come on. Come on, game.
Okay. Guess it's not that.
Fine. Altered Beast. Oh. This is Guardians of the Galaxy.
Nice. So I was going to do an April Fool's joke, and I was going to cheat a bunch for the day and get every single right on the first time. It looked like a genius.
Incredible.
Yeah. I should have done it.
Oh my goodness, what has happened to these show notes? Very weird.
NES Encyclopedia. We getting pack stories today? Yeah, we'll talk
Okay,
about
we'll
our
get a few.
adventures.
I'll probably be in the what you've been playing section, but
The what you been playing? What?
I was gonna say it like cut it short and then just ignore me. And then I was like, oh no, this is gonna sound something. This is gonna sound bad, and so I try to say sesh.
Where's the staircase from? I'm gonna guess Wolfenstein. I don't know. 2. The New Colossus. Damn.
Paris, hello. Stair Climber, the home game.
All right. Almost ready.
Oh, 68. What is that logo?
Let me just run, get a drink. I shall be right back.
Let's do another skip.
And then we'll start up the show. Does that sound good?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent.
Something to take cover.
Is this a Deus Ex?
Sure.
I think that would have been better than the 68. No, I take that back. Bad guess.
Wait, what about it wouldn't be a Mafia game, right? Wasn't Mafia 3 like rated really low?
Oh. Oop, not 32. Hey!
I swear to God, I didn't see. I swear to God.
Let's go. Nice job. Oh, I saw a new game light.
A new game?
Yeah, after this one, we'll do that one. No.
Instead of guess the game?
Yeah.
Where
are these tiles from?
I recognize those tiles.
Unfortunately, Nisa, we did not go to the pastry place.
Portal.
Sure.
Something room.
That just
Showroom?
says showroom. It just says showroom.
Oh, shit.
You got it.
It wouldn't be like Poppy Playtime. There's shit. I don't think that's it.
I'll put in Poppy Playtime.
I don't think that's it though. I don't think the art is right. There's like a part where you go into a yeah.
All right, PS5, PC, Xbox Series. So a newer game.
What was the game that did really, really badly, and then they said that there was corporate fraud, and now they're doing a mission about it?
Mind's Eye. What?
How?
Come
It was
on.
so bad it's not in there.
Let's skip it. Prepare. First person shooter.
Concord? Was that first person shooter?
Yeah. God damn. 2023.
Oh. Wait.
Oxenbot, Chainspot.
Is this the one we were just talking about with Joe? The one where the assassin, Hitman?
Oh, okay.
Like the new one?
No, it's not Hitman.
Starbreeze Studios.
Is this a Payday?
Could be. I didn't play it, but it
This
looks
looks like a Payday.
sure, especially face
Did it say a year?
2023.
All right, so I think that's
Payday
3.
2.
Yeah, there we go.
Nice. Go team.
Okay, so I saw this. Play Guess the Poorly Described Game.
Oh, I love it. Let's do it.
An immigrant's pursuit of the American dream is constantly derailed by aggressive invitations to indoor sports.
I'm so bad at these. Okay. Immigrants pursuit. Aggressive invitations
Yeah.
to indoor sports. I got nothing.
Let's do the next one. 98%. Whoa. A traumatized war veteran tries to start fresh in a new country, but mostly just ends up chauffeuring his relative and running over pedestrians. Grand Theft
GTA
Auto.
4.
Yeah, there we go.
It's funny because I was going to say GTA
Nice.
5 for the first one, but I didn't know what indoor sports would be.
Oh, bowling. He's always trying to go bowling. Okay, we'll do, since this is a brand new one, we're going to do this one and then we'll call it.
Okay.
Excellent.
A heavily breathing man is terrified of the dark and absolutely refuses to fight back against anyone. This is Guess the Poorly Described Game, Joe. This is a new game.
Okay.
This game.
I was gonna say, well, they're good job.
Okay, so what? I was going to say Alan Wake,
Wake?
just like Jonathan does, but doesn't he
Yeah.
fight back? Doesn't he have a gun?
He has a flashlight and a gun, yeah. Nah, damn. You drink strange potions you find on the floor while playing the ultimate game of hide and seek in a drafty basement.
It wouldn't be a Resident Evil, would it?
Out of the dark. It could be.
And evil.
Yeah, let's do Resident Evil. Let's do 7. Damn. Staring directly at a brick wall in the pitch black is an entirely valid survival strategy to avoid losing your mind.
It's a PC game.
Outlast.
That's on console, though.
Yeah, they came to consoles.
Oh,
But I like where-
Phasmophobia?
I like where your head's at. Ooh, that's also on consoles.
Oh, okay.
I think that's a good. I think that's a good guess. You know, sometimes these places.
Jonathan says fear.
Fear.
That's the one with the little girl, right? Like the creepy little
Yeah.
girl? I sat
Yeah.
in my dad's lap while he played that. Probably way too young.
An interior design nightmare where you obsessively hoard tinder boxes. Oh, I got it.
What is it?
This is Amnesia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's? 1 second. Oh, there it is.
All I know that is from tinder boxes because I remember that being a one of the only pickups in that game from what I watched.
All right, and then I'm gonna go into our Discord real fast. Put this up. General at everyone. Excellent. Are we ready to rock?
Ready to roll, baby.
Remember, I'm hitting the intro button.
Okay. Yeah.
Kyle has the power.
At
Leslie Joe tried to do it and it threw
at
me off.
9:40.
9:40. You want me to put that in private chat?
Yeah. This week, we chat about The Last of Us Part 3, more corporate consolidation, another PlayStation 5 price hike, and so much more here on the Trophy Room. Oh, wait, no longer greatness has arrived. Welcome to episode 473 of The Trophy Room, a PlayStation podcast made by the players for the players. I'm your host, Joseph, aka Mr. Badbit, and it is here where me and my best friends talk about the latest and greatest in all things PlayStation each and every Wednesday night and on podcast services the very next day afterwards. Alongside me, the greatest co-host who ever is, whoever will be, Mr. Kyle Stevenson. How you doing, brother?
Hello, how are we? I'm also now officially the only one in 6-1 Indie, so that's me. So go support all that over there. I'm totally not been crying off camera for the last month and a half, but you know, things are going well.
All right. Besides that, how's PAX, like, has the PAX crud hit you?
No, I feel great that way.
You better knock on wood right now, sir.
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, no, it's for me, post any sort of big convention, it's the complete dive into sadness that I'm not around y'all.
100%.
That's what I'm feeling.
Yeah. And I think Mr. Light here, or Daddy Light now,
I should have worn my shirt.
He should have. Dan, come on in here. Wear the shirt for the crew. He says the one in 6-1 has a ring to it.
It does. It's not bad.
The lightweight herself, Tegan. How you doing, Teags?
I'm great. I'm kind of the opposite of Kyle, where like obviously I'm really sad that I'm not with our friends because it's always so nice seeing all of them. Especially because a lot of them I don't even really talk to unless we're at these events, but I digress. I come back and I feel so motivated and inspired and like just ready to kill it in the best way possible. And I've just been working my little booty off since I've been back and have all these great ideas. Will I actually implement them? Probably not, but the ideas are there and they're exciting. And in theory, I'm going to do great things. I'm still riding that high for now until I get too tired and crash and burn, which is what always happens.
Honestly, the way you said that, that's exactly how I'm feeling right now, too.
Yeah. Also, I've seen people talking about an event that I didn't think we were allowed to talk about yet, but a bunch of people are talking about it. So that's making me excited because I still don't want to say what the event is just in case we're not allowed to. But that's making me really excited for things in the future, you know?
100%. Yeah. I'm coming back from PAX East rejuvenated. It's actually this doesn't happen to me often where I'm able to get like 7 hours sleep consistently. I'm usually a 5 to 6 hour gal myself, but ever since I come back from PAX, I've gotten like 7.5 hours of sleep, and it is so weird feeling this energized. Like, is this how people normally operate? It's crazy.
It is funny because when we were actually at PAX, we had our daughter with us one day, but then after that we didn't. And I slept the best that I've slept in 4 years because it's crazy to me. Even when my daughter's not like hacking up along in the middle of the night or getting up to wake me up because she wants to sleep in our bed or whatever, like the million of things that 3-4-year-olds do, I'm constantly just like half awake, I think, because I have to listen for any noise or anything that could possibly go wrong to be like snap on and be there for her. So I don't think I ever get into like the deepest sleep that I possibly can. And because of that, I need like 10 hours of sleep. And if I don't, I'm just exhausted. At PAX, I think I was getting 4-5 hours of sleep and I was waking up wide awake before my alarm, ready to go. And I was like, what is this? This isn't me. And I was like, you know what? I bet for these 3 nights is the first time in 4 years that I could just sleep because I don't have anything to worry about. I don't have to be up at a specific time. I don't have a kid I have to worry about. I can just sleep in a comfy bed. It was beautiful.
Yeah. For me, go for it, Kyle.
My hotel situation was not the best because I had to sleep on a sofa bed. It was a pull-out sofa bed. Okay. The metal bar in the frame lined up perfectly with my spine.
Nice.
The sheets that I had were like paper thin, and the blankets were not warm.
Oh no!
See, I like that. I like a nice thin sheet. I like the illusion of a sheet. Like, I take the comforter off, gets me too hot. I don't need that.
Sure.
A nice literal tissue that's like underneath the comforter. That's my jam. That's
tissue.
my jam.
What?
Yeah.
I need to be buried under thick blankets until I'm so hot that I'm literally a pool of sweat, and then I kick it all off in a frenzy. That's how I need to sleep.
No, I hate that. I hate that. It feels like I peed the bed. That's how much sweat. I'm like, it's an ocean. It's an ocean. I don't like it. I don't like
Hey,
it.
it's a hotel. Pee the bed. It's not your bed.
Right.
You
What?
didn't get charged for that, Kyle.
I don't know about that. I haven't yet, so it's fine.
The poor cleaning lady. See, you pee bed.
No, Kyle, that's why he needed all those towels in the bathroom because he peed all over the floor.
That's right.
100%.
That is right.
You gotta leave your mark. You gotta leave your mark. No, but yeah, like the one night where we decided to get Domino's, the last night,
Oh my god.
such a mistake, but worth it. You
No,
know,
it wasn't. That was clutch. We
I
were so
ate that
hungry.
leftover pizza the whole ride home. I had like 5 pieces of leftover pizza in the car. Dan's like, Tegan, that wasn't refrigerated. I was like, who the fuck cares? It's good.
Yep.
It's
God
Domino's. That
bless.
shit doesn't go bad.
No way, this isn't real dough. No, dude, I had the worst indigestion ever, and I literally only slept 3.5 hours, and then I left the hotel room and I started my drive to Jersey. Whew.
Yeah, you're like, you texted us. You're like, I'm home. I hadn't even woken up yet. I was like,
Yeah.
what do you mean you're home?
Can we just briefly talk about this? You
Sure.
left at what time?
6:30,
At
I
what
think.
time did you get home?
9:47, I think.
How fast were you driving?
I feel like it was earlier than that because I was awake by then.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's
Okay.
okay.
All
And
right.
this is why
Doesn't
Joe
matter,
got
you
a
don't get
ticket
caught.
when he wasn't speeding in New York.
Exactly. Exactly, T. That's what I'm saying.
Honestly, no, it brought me a different way, and this way was pretty dope. And it's true. I didn't speed. I don't know how. I just never hit traffic ever. I even took a 15-minute break to kind of take a little quick nap because I was getting tired. And yeah, it just, I don't know. I'm built different. What can I say?
You pulled over and took a nap, you said?
Yeah.
And you still got back in like an hour and a half.
What can I say? Fastest man
Joe,
alive.
how fast were you driving? Weren't speeding my ass.
Okay, legitimately. All right, gang. First off,
I
practice.
wasn't going 90.
Exactly.
Well, okay. So when I was driving over to your place, theoretically, there was a moment I hit 101 because I wanted to see.
Joe,
I
Are
wanted to
you
feel.
kidding me?
It's a new car. I want to see how fast.
Something I wanted to feel alive.
I have
What?
never gone that fast in an automobile
Really?
in my entire life.
Really? Oh, that's not even my fastest.
That scares the shit out of me. Are you kidding?
This is why you got 50,000 points on your license.
Oh,
I think I went like
Joe.
115 in the Jetta. I think
Jetta can't go 115. It would fall apart.
it didn't last long. The transmission went pretty soon after. Now that you mention it.
Okay. Hold on.
Okay.
Truth here.
Yeah.
No fibby wibbies. Okay.
no what?
No
I don't know. I
fibby
just made
wibbies.
that one.
Fibby wibbies?
I don't know where that came from.
Put
No
it on
fibby
shirt.
wibbies. Okay.
Mhm.
How fast were you going when you left my house and got pulled over? Hand to God.
The
Or
damage is
whatever
done.
deity you believe in.
You're right. Listen, I did plead guilty. I was going around 70. They said 79. I will attest.
No, they wouldn't pull you over for 70.
They pulled me
Tell-
over.
That's
It was-
bullshit. You were going
Well,
80.
because it
I
was
Tell
a
the
said
speed
truth.
no
trap.
fibby wibbies. I said no
I
fibby
s-
wibbies, Joseph.
Because it was a speed trap. There was one part where it's like a section where it was
You're not getting
55.
pulled over in New York for 70, Joe.
Mm-mm.
I'm
Absolutely not.
well, this guy
Nope.
did. This guy did. I swear to Christmas
not.
himself.
You
I-
need to take your car and get checked.
I take fibby wibbies extremely seriously,
No, you
and I'm
don't.
telling you, they caught me at 79, and it was a 55. I get it. I'm in the wrong.
Oh, you're going 70 and a 55.
But I
Wait,
didn't know
what
it was a
road were you on?
55. Exactly. It was like a speed trap. You know where that's like a 1
No,
mile
it was
stretch
just a
where the
road with a school.
Wait,
it was a local
why would
road.
you take the throughway? Are you taking back roads?
it was the throughway. It was the through. I was in Rockland County. This is why you guys don't believe me. Your roads don't make sense.
Our throughways are 65 the entire way, Joe.
It's literally one road.
It's a
That's all.
throughway. It's the one road. It's 65 unless it's a work zone. Were you speeding in a work zone?
I don't believe
That's
I
not a
was.
speed trap. That's a work zone.
I no fibby wibbies. I
Okay.
don't believe I was.
Okay,
but he
here's
said
what
it was a
happened,
55.
Kyle. I've interpreted it. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Chat, are
These
you
guys
ready?
can't admit New York sucks.
He was in a work zone. He didn't realize it because there weren't things up, but it was a work zone with the signs. He was going 70 in a 55 work zone. That's why he got so many points, and that's why they pulled him over for going 70.
Agreed.
Sorry, Joe. That's just how it is. You don't speed in the work zone. They have cameras. They have special cars with cameras that will fucking clock you.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, listen, that cop had a weird mustache, and I hope his wife leaves him. That said, I'd like to thank our patrons. The reason why we look so good, sound so great. Hopefully, we sound great this episode because I changed the audio interface to the Wave XLR. So hopefully this sounds good, better than the last one that was giving me a whole bunch of problems. Anyway, thank you to our amazing patrons over at patreon.com/PS Trophy Room. Support the show, get some exclusive shows for your patronage, all that and so much more. Of course, we'll shout out our patrons and channel members at the end of the show. Now it's time to finally put this speeding stuff all behind us, and let's look forward as we square up the news.
First bit of news that is being squared up right now. What happened to my brain in that second? Anyways, Chris Scullion over at VGC writes, Disney may be interested in acquiring Epic Games at some point, it's claimed. Disney and Epic have a long-standing working relationship. The latter has contributed Unreal Engine technology to various Disney theme park rides and Star Wars movies, for example, while Fortnite has played home to numerous Disney season collaborations and live events, including Marvel and Star Wars themed ones. Back in February 2024, the Walt Disney Company also announced that it was making a $1.5 billion investment to acquire an equity stake in Epic Games, which would include the creation of a new persistent quote-unquote games and entertainment universe connected to Fortnite. This could one day extend to acquiring Epic outright, according to tech journalist and former Verge deputy editor Alex Heath, who recently appeared on the podcast The Town with Matt Belloni to discuss a number of tech topics, including the current state of Epic Games, which reported last week that it was laying off more than 1,000 employees. After Belloni said he had heard rumors that Disney wanted to buy Epic Games at some point, he stated that he knew of some senior members at Disney who are considering such a move. Quote, I know for a fact there are senior executives in Disney who want them to buy Epic and are just waiting for that moment, he said. And then there's others who think it's a bad idea, end quote. Belloni also claimed that new Disney CEO Josh D'Amaro, who took over for Bob Iger earlier this month, wasn't keen on Disney's $1 billion deal with Sora company OpenAI, which fell through last week, but, quote, was 500% behind this Epic Games relationship that Disney has, where they are developing an open world experience within Fortnite, end quote. He stated then that were Epic Games to ever be open to being acquired, Disney would be, quote, the most natural home for it for a lot of reasons. For the park integration, can you imagine a Fortnite park? To all the open world, integrating Disney IP into it, which they've already announced, and also Disney's gaming platform, and I can see that, end quote. At the same time, he added, you have to understand Epic is a founder-controlled company, so Tim Sweeney, the founder, has full voting stock control and can make unilateral decisions, and it's really up to him, end quote. Belloni then reiterated that new Disney CEO Belloni then reiterated that new Disney CEO was keen on the relationship with Epic because, quote, he sees it as a linchpin of the entire interactivity of Disney Plus, where if Disney Plus becomes the portal into your entire Disney experience, including shopping, gaming, socializing, and, luxuriating in the Disney brand, then Fortnite is a part of that for sure. Heath also pointed out that outside of games, acquiring Epic would mean acquiring Unreal Engine, which is increasingly being used for film and TV production, including on shows such as The Mandalorian.
I think the craziest thing about this podcast is every time Matt was finished talking, his co-host was like, you're full of it. All right. Thought that was going to land.
I just have something real quick.
Okay.
You know what this sounds like to me?
What's that?
This sounds like the original, well, not originally, but like the Xbox strategy of a few years ago. We're going to be your hub. This is going to be your hub for everything.
Yeah.
That's what that sounds like to me. That makes me nervous.
Do you think it's a bunch of baloney? Come on.
I see what you did there, and how dare you?
Come on.
I don't see what you did there. One way over my head.
His last name is Baloney, and he's
okay.
Hell yes. Crushed it.
Your joke was here, and it was like right over my head.
So, I mean, it definitely sounds like they want to make Disney Plus this thing where you everybody comes to, and for multiple reasons, right? Like, they've combined it, well, like Hulu and Disney Plus together. Before they canceled the deal with OpenAI to put AI slop on Disney Plus, the reason was, hey, this is cheap content, fast content that we could just put on this sub service to get people over here. I don't know. First, I think we should all like say before we walk into this one, this is awful. I don't want this to happen. Um, we keep on seeing these acquisitions take place, and we're always like, what, what can happen? And we know the answer, whether that is, Xbox buying Activision Blizzard, it's just 10,000 plus people without a job, whether it's, PlayStation with all the studios they buy and then 5 years later close. Um, nothing's good. Nothing good comes from acquisitions, especially not these sizes. So just off the rip. But why do you think, T, that Disney is that interested in Fortnite? Because it's like Fortnite's on Epic. You know what I mean? Like, unless they try to integrate that store into Disney Plus, I don't know. I think you're onto something with the hub, though.
I don't know. I think because they do have a working relationship with Fortnite and they see the money Fortnite generates, and let's be honest, I think all these companies, that's really what they care about. Um, I feel like recently we've been seeing that Disney wants to push more into the gaming sphere too. So this could be to them a safe way to do that because they're like, oh, we know Fortnite is profitable. We know people like it. They already have our IP in there. This could be a seamless switch over and integration for us. So it's probably like the quote unquote safe bet for them.
Sure.
And they wouldn't necessarily have to do anything different than what they're already doing. And they also like, we're going to have that big collaboration with the different islands with Disney. Wasn't that last year?
Yeah.
That they announced that. So they were already planning on doing big things. So like, why not just continue with that since they were already going to do it?
Mm. Kyle, what say you? Because I think there's a lot of. I gotta be honest. I think I'm right there with Light on this one. Oh, Kyle's doing something. Wait, what?
Oh, what? I'm just thinking of how I'm going
Oh,
to
okay.
start answering the question.
You're like hitting. I thought you were like hitting buttons like you were in a country.
Yeah, I went to go.
He's
unmute
launching the
myself.
spaceship to the moon over there.
Exactly.
I'm triple dipping here. Okay, I've got to make sure my people on the space shuttle arrive safely. Oh, I just hit my keyboard with something and it ruined.
And you ejected them all.
Yep. Sorry, y'all. Obviously, I can see why Disney would want this because I think it just makes a ton of sense. Because they want to be,
Where the people are.
Exactly. Hey, appreciate that. But like, no, they're all about magic, and Fortnite is at the end of the day just magic of all these different characters all together, and it is the ultimate playground of what Fortnite is, and I can see them wanting a piece of the pie and doing a Disney version of what Lego Fortnite is, right? Is that still around? I don't even know.
Yes.
I barely hear about it anymore.
Yeah.
But I could totally see that being what Disney wants to do, is just have a world in that. But with that being said, they do have Disney's Dreamlight Valley, which is also very much almost like Fortnite in a way.
Sure.
More of a cozy game, though. It's just building
definitely more
and
of a cozy.
decorating your character.
The thing that throws me for a loop is why would Disney want to buy something that is all about shooting other characters and stuff? And I think it would just make a huge problem for people like Joe out there of if Joe owns a Batman skin and Disney gets it, what's going to happen to that Batman skin? Because those properties, IP, don't really...
Right.
They don't mesh well.
Are those things gone?
That's what I'm saying. And how is that fair to all the Fortnite users for such a long time? So
yeah,
if this ever even comes close to happening, I think because of all those things, there'd be a lot of hurdles and it's going to take forever to make it happen. But yeah, I don't know. I definitely see the appeal as to why Disney wants it. I just do not want to make it. I don't want to happen, of course.
I think it makes sense for Disney in the sense of I do think Epic makes a lot of sense for them, where outside of games, because I think you guys hit the games part right on. Oh, little T, little light, hello. Oh, she's gracing us with her presence. She's saying hello. She's yelling, but we can't
She was a
hear her.
great Sophie at PAX.
Oh my God, the cutest Sophie ever, man. My word. Oh my goodness gracious. The cutest thing I've ever seen in my life, truly. Okay, back to this. So, talking about like why Disney would want it outside of games. It's like, I mean, Unreal is huge in movies, right? Like we talk about the volume in Disney and the Mandalorian. So much of that set is just made in Unreal Engine. So I think there is a production element, where you could take that tech, integrate it into more of your shows, integrate it into more of your movies, have them, work alongside ILM and Lucasfilm and all that. I think there's avenues where this actually makes sense for all the parties involved, right? And then outside, when you get into games, it's like now you also have this back end into video games, where that a lot of the money that like Microsoft makes in games is all through Azure, right? So now you're getting the most popular game engine in the world, with Unreal Engine, and all of a sudden you're making revenue that way as well. And now you have your foot into the door in that regard. And then, of course, you get one of the most popular games of all time, which, let's be honest, with Fortnite, it's lost a lot of users in the last year. They'll attest, but it's not going anywhere anytime soon, right? So I think for Epic, I think they need another owner at the wheel, because I think their current strategy isn't working the way that I think they thought it would. And I think for Disney, I think they want an in with just not just games, but with their movie division, and their TV shows, to make those things cheaper for them. So I think there's a lot here, that makes this make sense for Disney, but I just don't see where this makes sense for gamers. And Kyle, I think you hit it right out of the park, where it's like, okay, so what happens to, the, I don't know, guys, don't yell at me. I'm just gonna say it. What happens like to the Harry Potter thing? It's the first thing that pops in my mind, right? Are we never gonna get that content there? In Fortnite ever again? They're not gonna take away Batman. They're not gonna take away Superman. But will we ever see those collabs again? Or is this just Disney only? And I think that hurts them. And I think, me personally, I don't think they themselves want that either. But that's where my concern is, like, what happens to, you know, Fortnite? And just because you change owners, I don't know. I just don't see this, you know, I see something like Roblox being something that's very attractive to someone like Disney, where it's like, here's this huge thing where there's a ton of kids that, can take all your content and all that jazz. Where Fortnite, it's, they've tried the Roblox thing and it's not working, So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
The only difference is Roblox has pedos in it, so Disney needs to stay away.
And Disney already has to fight the child trafficking or ring
thing
that people argue with the tunnels underneath, and some crazy story about a woman who was in the stall with her daughter, and the wall opened up and her daughter was kidnapped. Like, they already have those crazy stories about them.
I have not heard that.
Now you get. Now you get into Roblox, which legitimately does have pedophiles on it. And you've got a whole new ball of wax to deal with. So I feel like they need to stay away from that as far as they can.
Yeah, man. I don't like any of this. I mean, we just saw Fortnite, I get Epic axe 1,000 jobs, and them saying, well, Fortnite, it's peaked. And so it's like, well, how is Disney coming in here going to change any of that? Other than seeing more axes, to be honest. I don't know. It's a bit of a bummer. Any final thoughts on this topic before we move on to something else?
I think
No?
you just touched on it briefly. I think if this were to happen, and I think Baloney mentions it in there as well, it'd be more for the Unreal part of it all,
Yeah.
other than Fortnite. So it's similar to kind of like nope, it's gone. I was gonna make another comparison and another corporate consolidation thing recently,
Yeah.
but it's gone. But yeah, I think it would be more for that than just the gaming side of things.
Do you think, actually, before we move aside to make this about PlayStation, do you think this affects Spider-Man? You know, the Wolverine, for example, like any future collabs that Disney may have with like an EA or, PlayStation in the future?
I don't think so.
No? You think totally different things?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I also
thought
don't
I'd get
know
something out
if.
of there. Oh, she's dying. Uh-oh.
Sorry, as I get a frog in my throat. I don't know if, even if, let's say, worst case scenario, Disney actually does acquire Epic and
Yeah.
they get Fortnite. They've also acquired things like Hulu and things like that in the past, and they haven't gotten rid of media that are on there that they don't necessarily own, but then you know what I mean?
Yep.
So I don't know if they would mess with that. It might be like if other companies don't want to be owned by Disney, maybe that would be the issue. But I don't know if Disney would be the one to make it difficult. I'm not sure.
Fair enough. And I think the best news out of this could be they somehow integrate Epic Games into Disney Plus to get people more in that app, because that's their biggest problem right now, is that the retention of their streaming services isn't there. So I think they're scrounging to see how they can get into more different media and have that media integrate into Disney Plus, as you see like Netflix try to do with Netflix gaming. And I think this is an Xbox topic, but like Netflix and Xbox are in some type of talks to integrate Game Pass with Netflix of some sort. So I think maybe this is Disney's way of integrating games into their streaming services. Yeah. Yeah. All right, gang, let's get into this next one. It's a quick one, but I don't know. This gives me hopium. Kazu's to take it
Does
away.
it really?
I think so.
That kind of shocks me a little bit coming from you.
Oh,
To be
yeah?
totally honest, yeah.
Good, because I didn't mean it.
What are we doing? Just like you didn't speed. Yeah, okay. Sure.
Hey, what do we call it? Fibby Wibbies? They mean something.
I love how that stuck.
Let's see if Neil Druckmann said any fibby wibbies, because Tom Phillips over at IGN writes, fans think Neil Druckmann just teased The Last of Us Part 3 while mentioning the series' upcoming road ahead. The Last of Us fans believe creator Neil Druckmann has dropped a notable Part 3 tease. In a post on Instagram, Druckmann shared some of his first ever sketches for the characters that became Joel and Ellie, and suggested that the story of their world still wasn't over. Quote, cleaning out the garage today and stumbled on my original sketches from 2003 for a game pitch about a man, his surrogate daughter, and a trek across a broken America, Druckmann wrote. Been a wild journey, he continued, grateful for every part of it, especially the few stops that remain on the road ahead, end quote. It's that last sentence which has now gotten fans excited, with numerous responses on social media and Reddit convinced that Druckmann's quote-unquote few stops that remain mean The Last of Us Part 3.
Very interesting. The expansion pass, never heard of them. I bet they have great chemistry over there. Says, you guys looked great at PAX. I'll see you all at Redacted. I don't know if we can say. I don't know if we can say Redacted.
To be fair,
Redacted,
we didn't say it. You were just
didn't say it.
reading a comment.
Yeah.
You're right. We're just reading a super chat. But see you at, who knows? All right, gang.
I mean, was anybody expecting to not get The Last of Us Part 3?
I don't know.
I didn't think the story was done. I thought we had one more.
Yeah, you think we have one more in it? I don't know if this little tweet means anything. It's like it's just like him.
Everything
like, hey,
means something, Joe.
okay.
I'm with Stingray in chat. Like, let's
What's
get
up?
Intergalactic first. Then
Yes.
let's calm
Yes.
down. Like, I to me, I read this as maybe leading into like the rest of the TV show and the TV version
Sure.
of The Last of Us. But like, did I think we were gonna get a part 3? Probably, yes. I'm. It's funny that just thinking about this because I feel like I'm in the same boat as I was after the first game, where
Mm.
I don't need another Last of Us at all. I am so perfectly happy and content with what the story is because it's my favorite, and I'm
Mhm.
just so afraid that another edition is going to ruin that for me.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's probably gonna happen. But I'm my all when it comes to Naughty Dog, just let us get an Intergalactic first before PS6, please, for the love of God.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I feel like this matches with what the cycle could be though, because Intergalactic is going to be a year.
Yeah.
Do we know?
Hopefully, yeah.
Theoretically a year. So you plant this little seed of discourse for the next The Last of Us game, but you don't say anything about it. You just like put it just into the ether. And
Can
then
we
you focus
ban-
on Intergalactic.
I'm sorry. Can we ban the expansion pass in chat?
Yeah, that's why I rolled my eyes. That
He said
how
something
dare
so
you.
stupid that it made me. I'm so sorry.
This
so
is why
sorry,
he didn't know that this event was redacted at first.
exactly. No one ever said in an email, "Hey, you could say that we're going to redact it."
To be
What
fair,
said
it
that?
explicitly said, "Don't say you're going yet," and we
To
haven't
redact
gotten
it.
another email.
Yeah.
So,
And then you can totally say it.
in
Okay.
our defense,
Okay. No fibby wibbies here. Ain't nobody sent me an email saying I can say diddly squat, sir. All right. Anyway, sorry, like, continue.
I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, it just seems like fit. It seems like a good time to just
Sure.
like hint it.
Yeah.
All right. He says we absolutely can now.
How do you know?
How do
I don't
you
want
know?
to. No, not until we check.
Yeah, not until we check. Okay.
To be fair, it was confusing because the email said, "Please don't say you were invited yet," but then the FAQ said, "If you say you're going, say it's exclusive and not everybody can attend." So. Listen, I'm new to invited. I'm not risking getting kicked off. Okay?
I agree.
All right.
I agree.
Not risking it.
Yeah. That said, Stingray X writes, Abby is love, Abby is life. It's so funny because my mom still questions why did we name the dog Abby? And I'm like, you will see. Yeah, I think it's like I'm excited for I love The Last of Us, God, I love the clickers, like all of it. I just love that world, right? And so, like, for me, it's like, yeah, you could give me a spin-off where it's Tommy or whatever, just new different characters in this world. They could be French. I don't give a shit. Like,
Oui, oui.
give me more of this universe because I'm really digging it. But just give me Intergalactic first. Also, Neil, you're rich. Why are you cleaning out the what is it, the garage? Have the
Because
help
he
do
wasn't
that.
actually cleaning out the garage. This was all planned. This is all part of the news cycle to get people talking about Naughty Dog again, to get the little whispers going out in the ether so that after Intergalactic comes out, they can just this is all of this shit is planned.
Careful, like your
None of this
tinfoil
is
hat
by
is showing.
accident. Pile it on, baby.
I mean, what if he's just messing with us because it's like close to April Fools or whatever?
Don't say that, Joe.
I'm sorry.
Joe, you had me going, and now you've ruined the vibe. Okay.
All right.
Oh,
Okay.
speaking of Claire Obscure, did you guys see that the developers were knighted in France?
Yep. Uh-huh.
And that I think that was real. Was that real or fake?
That was real.
Okay. I saw it from
Good
a
on them.
news article, so I was like, I think this is real.
Yeah, good on them. Yeah, listen, take it with a grain of salt. I want to see more Intergalactic. That's what and I truly believe we're going to see that at the showcase. It's going to be 2027. I believe in my heart of hearts.
You keep saying so confidently at the showcase.
Yeah.
I don't think we're getting a PlayStation showcase.
We're getting a showcase, man. We're getting
I
it.
don't think so.
You gotta believe.
Speaking of April Fools,
Yes, big time.
Yeah.
someone tweeted out, I don't remember who the fuck it was, PlayStation Showcase, and I was like, oh, and then I was like, it's April Fools. Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. This was going to be the starter topic of the show. Let's just put it right here. April Fools needs to go away. We're too old for this.
Done.
The world is too crazy enough. Every day's April Fools. Okay.
Correct.
I'll tell you the one that got me real good today. I was like, no way they're actually doing it. It's the one where the DualSense plays your games for you on PlayStation.
Right. That
Did
got
either
me.
of you see that one? Because I was
I
like,
didn't see that one, but we have a question about it, so I saw
Okay.
it happen as a question. Yeah.
we talked about the patent, and then I saw, I was like, oh my God. And then I realized, oh, it's April Fool's today.
First 10 seconds had me, but every day's an April Fool's. If I told you on April 2nd, hey, a news anchor that gets drunk repeatedly is the Secretary of Defense, you're going to be like, April Fool's? No. No, you kidding me? All right, that's gonna get people yelling at me. Kyle, next story, sir. Next story, sir.
Patricia Hernandez over at Polygon writes, the PS5 price hike has kicked off a buying and selling frenzy. It's starting to feel like 2020 again. The PlayStation 5 is flying off the shelves, and the air is thick with despair. Last week, Sony announced that its family of PlayStation products are getting a price increase across the board starting on April 2nd. Depending on the model, the PS5 is already a pricey piece of hardware, but the thought of paying an extra $100 or more for a gaming console has motivated some to buy, upgrade, or trade in their consoles before it's too late. Depending on where you live, the PlayStation 5 Pro might be out of stock completely, or it's about to be. Quote, just panic bought my PS5 Pro, one Redditor wrote in a thread full of commenters saying they did the same. The consensus seems to be that if you were on the fence before or considering a PS5, now is the time to get one. And as more gamers confirm that they've secured a PS5 before the price increase, onlookers are being struck with the feelings of FOMO. One factor that's influencing the sudden movement of PS5 consoles at the moment is that GameStop is running a promotion that pays extra for trade-ins of pre-owned hardware. The retailer has already updated its pricing for used PS5 Pros, so anyone hoping to save a buck by foregoing new hardware will still end up paying a premium. Hilariously, a used PS5 Pro at GameStop is currently more expensive than a brand new one. Meanwhile, there are many reports online from gamers who say that they can't find a PS5 Pro anywhere around them. While the console doesn't appear to be sold out entirely at major retailers, stock has thinned considerably at stores like Target and GameStop. If a store has the system in stock, it will often only be a console or two at most. Chances are high that anyone interested in a new PS5 Pro will have to go on a trek to find one. Quote, desperately trying to trade in my PS5 to get the PS5 Pro for the promo. I'm from Washington State, and everything is in 100 miles is sold out, one gamer wrote on Reddit. In the comments, GameStop workers claim that some stores sold out of their stock within hours of the pricing announcement.
So, fun fact, my brother bought a PS5 Pro and a PlayStation Portal because of this news.
Tinfoil hat back on.
Yeah.
Did they do that on purpose?
Yes.
What, my brother?
No.
Or
PlayStation.
you mean raise the price and give us time to buy a whole bunch?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's put the tinfoil hats on. First, of
They're
course,
like, we're not selling as many as we wanted to. What if we say that we're going to raise the price and see what people do?
Right, and I mean, I think the PlayStation's quarterly reports, I believe, are in a few weeks. I think sometime in April, if I'm not mistaken. So that could definitely be a possibility. I mean, of course, this comes from the news. PlayStation 5, yet again, a second price increase across the board. PlayStation 5 digital 650. Basic 650, digital 599. The Pro is $899 US. UK it's 569, 519, 789, and 219 in British pounds. And in Europe, of course, 650 in European funny money, 599 in European funny money, and 899. Yeah, so pretty much the same across the board, US and Europe. Europe really getting the short end of the stick there because the conversion rates do not add up. Nonetheless, yeah, I mean, it costs a whole lot more. But then we got news the day after. So let's put the tinfoil hats on. That the RAM prices have actually started to see a decline because of a technology that Google has come out with that pretty much lessens the need of RAM. And so it's a weird place that we find ourselves in, y'all. So, like, do you believe conspiracy theory hat on? They raise the price because they know they can get away with it now because Grand Theft Auto comes out during the holidays and everybody's going to go out and buy one anyway because it's GTA?
Yes. I don't know if I actually believe it, but it's more fun to say than I do.
I like that.
That was the best answer of yes I've ever heard.
She literally looked
Yes.
both ways. Yes.
No
I
creepy
mean-
movies were told here. I don't fucking know. I don't know.
I'm definitely with you a little bit there, like, because like why not? It's easier to say it's more likely now because, and you can't see it, but I'm doing the president of the United States hands right now in front of me, and I need to stop doing that. I'm doing like, listen here. We see what happened after this announced, right? People flew to the shelves and picked one up, and it went like crazy. So like, it obviously worked for them, and if they didn't, let me take that back. Did we see such an increase after the last price increase, like increase in sales? Because this is what, the second big price hike in a year?
Less than a year. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So I wonder if they still got bumped up after the last one of like, okay, we got to get in on it now or whatnot.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, audience in chat, please. But like PlayStation
Don't worry,
5,
they will.
yeah, I know, right? Jesus. But like, PlayStation
Love you,
5's
chat.
still outsold the Nintendo Switch in the holiday season, if I'm not mistaken. The console's still selling despite it being super expensive. It's a strange like point where we're at, where it's like, yeah, it's a slow news day, and so they could drop this news. But like, Dewani Raksha said, I'm gonna scroll up a little bit. Like, Sony wants to get off the radar with the price hikes. No way they risk a showcase people can dump on and highlight the price hike. I think, dude, all they need is one showcase. We forget about this whole thing exists. If we see more Intergalactic, if we see the God of War spin-off game, if we see what, I don't know, Days Gone 2 or whatever have you, right? We see Wolverine. We forget about this whole thing, right? We got the Wolverine announcement right after, Blue Point's closure, and we forgot about Blue Point for 15 minutes. Like, I think they understand their dominance here. And this is why we need someone to come in and really shake things up, because right now they can do it because they are the only ones in town. They have effectively no competition. So they think that they could rule the roost and they could do these price hikes, and no one's going to really stop them, because where are they going to go? PC gaming? Like I've seen the argument.
Where are they going to go? PC?
No, but I've seen the argument, and listen, I think it's a research for a video down the line, but like, I'll just go build yourself a PC. Okay. Well, this PC isn't the most powerful thing in the world. I could tell you that. And it was $2,000, I think it's easier said than actually done, but I think this does come into the conversation of there needs to be someone that actually shakes this industry in such a way, disrupts it in such a way that challenges PlayStation, so that we don't see this. Because Dewani Raksha right here says, the Australian price of the Pro is $1,400. It's nuts.
And with, not to like circle back to, everything always being connected, but with oil prices going up
Right.
and difficulties with that, where it's not going to get any better anytime soon.
No, and I think that's one, like, honestly, like, even when you're seeing, great point, like, yeah, maybe, we're seeing one of the aspects get better, which is the maybe there's some good, like, road ahead of us with the RAM prices going down, but you're still then going, okay, all of a sudden gasoline is now about $15 per barrel, and you have economists saying, hey, in 2 months it could very well be over 200. It's like, dude, there are serious concerns that the real world yet again has invaded video games, where the world economy is not run off of pixie dust, it's run off of oil, and we right now have the demand of which 20% of the world's gas is on hold.
Also,
It's just nuts.
sorry to interrupt, but Garrett says $599 PS3 in 2007 is equal to about $915 US dollars in 2026. $499 is around $650. Disinflation alone makes sense for the current prices. Never mind tight RAM supplies. Yes, and I'm not an economist, so please correct me because people know way more about this than I do. Yes, but also doesn't it not necessarily apply because our pay hasn't increased? Like if that argument were to apply, our pay would need to increase at the same rate as inflation. But because our pay hasn't increased, it hurts more, so it doesn't feel the same. So like inflation might, yes, those numbers might be the same, but it doesn't equate to the same for the buyer. Does that make sense?
100%.
I don't know.
Also,
I could be talking about my ass there, but I feel like I learned about that in economics back in high school. So I don't know.
Honestly, you said it with confidence and gusto. I'll believe you.
Also, we did get a super chat. Can we just say that real quick before we?
That's what I was about to say. Yeah. The real deal. Josh O'Neill writes, birthday tax. Kyle looking good with the fresh cut. Joe looking great too. Thank you for adding me in here. T stunning as always. Traded my base PS5 for the Pro because why not? Enjoy this day. Don't let anyone ruin it with misinformation. Love y'all. Thank you, real deal. Josh.
Thank you so much. Happy birthday. I'm sorry your birthday's on April Fool's.
Yes.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
I thought we were really going to go with it.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, lovely. We don't get too much of Tegan's singing voice. I know you used to sing, but that was great.
Yeah. Very beautiful.
I'm gonna take the tinfoil hat one step further.
Okay.
Ooh,
I think that's the reason why my PS5 is running into issues now. They're like, you know what? Let's
Apple
put
does
some
that.
sort of
yes.
Let's put some malware in there to make the fan sound like the base PS4. Let it just crash a couple times. You know,
it'll be fun.
Let's make people really want to get a Pro now.
I mean that, and they're like, hey, listen, we got the Pisser 2 in here, rumbling around. It's gonna be great. My concern, though, gang, is what does this mean for the PlayStation 6? How much is this thing gonna cost?
Shut up, Joe.
Joe, please, no.
The PlayStation 6 is going to be $200.
I mean,
I decree it.
I'm gonna have to barter with like blood and wheat to get a PS6 or something.
Yeah.
Can I give you 2 ore, a wheat, and 5 sheep?
Exactly.
Dilly.
I will wash your dishes for a whole month, GameStop. Let me get a PS6.
I mean, put deodorant on every single person who walks in the door for you.
Please.
I draw the line at wiping their ass, though.
Yeah. No,
we can't. We listen. But like for PlayStation 6, we are entering the territory. I truly believe the price of the PlayStation 6 is $1,200. And at that point, we're getting into some real tomfoolery, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then we have to seriously ask ourselves, who can afford gaming at this point?
Yep.
I don't know. Kyle, what say you? Where's the price right now in your head for the PlayStation 6? And are you buying it day one?
It's going to be 4 digits, so I think at least 1,000. Day one, who am I kidding? I'm a diehard. I probably will. But I will probably have to trade in everything that I have that is PS5 related in order to make it make sense. It just makes me sad because gaming should be for everybody, and the price keeps going up, and it's becoming way more expensive. And as Light alluded to earlier, we're not getting paid enough in order to make these things to make our hobbies actually viable. Yeah, and that bumps me out big time.
Yeah,
I still am gonna die on the copium hill.
Okay.
Copium hill. Said the wrong thing. Doesn't matter. Anyways, I'm dying on whatever hill. I'm hoping they raise the prices now to the max point that they think they can raise them, so that when the next console comes out, it is the same price as the max price of this one. And then people don't get angry at the price of the new console because they're already angry right now. So then they're the heroes because the prices haven't gone up. Look at us. Look how awesome we are. And then when people are buying the PS6, then they can drop the PS5 prices down. That is the hopium hill I am dying on. Stack onto the tinfoil hat because that's what I want. Is that going to happen? No. But do I want it to happen? And will I manifest as hard as I can? Yes. Yes, I will.
Do you have room in your dreamland for me, Light? Can I pay rent there?
Sure.
That sounds great.
It's free. Come on over.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I'm far more pessimistic. Nobody wants to live in this wasteland. Um,
Joe, you were kicked off the Dream Island.
fair
Go
enough,
to
fair
Bibby
enough.
Wibby Land.
It's great there. It's full of lies.
It's full
No,
of roads with stoplights.
I swear to God,
And
this is
55 speed trap zones.
okay. Yeah, we're moving along. We're moving along for the sake of the show.
But only 55 miles per hour.
It's we're at top speed here. No, I think the PlayStation 6 comes out, it does reasonably well because yes, I think if this situation has taught PlayStation anything, it's taught them all the wrong lessons. That people will go out there, rush to buy the thing, because the price is about to go up. You go out and you rush and you buy it, and now you taught Sony that, oh no, we can do this, right? So I think with the PlayStation 6, yeah, you could charge a high premium, you get the diehards in there, but I do think we will start to see the pace of that console quickly start showing and wearing. And I think you're going to see PlayStation be about an ecosystem rather than, oh, it's PlayStation 6. You're going to see something where it's like what Xbox has right now. It's like Xbox, right? Where PS5 is like essentially like the Series S and the PS6 is, the Series X type of situation. That's my fear. I don't want them to go that route. That's what I fear if they keep pricing consoles so expensive because listen, what Jason said in the chat. I mean, at that point, now you can actually make that argument of like, just go out there, buy a PC, man. Oh, Kyle shaking their head. I'm playing devil's advocate, Kyle. It's fun. It's great. Don't worry. That's the argument because at that point you're like, okay, if I spend $400 more, I get all these games I can't get on PlayStation. Sure, I sacrifice my exclusives, but I get all these weird special indies and MMOs that I don't get to play anywhere else. And I get this open ecosystem where we actually get sales that aren't inflated based off of, what do they call that pricing? Where the price dynamic prices that we're seeing right now with the PlayStation Store that are absolutely ludicrous. So it's like, yeah, no, you can make that argument. I think that's even a sounder one, but I'm a big dumb idiot. I'm gonna go buy this thing day one. So I don't know. It doesn't seem. I don't know. It seems like we're. Last question. Seems like we truly are headed for the crash. And I said this like a year or two ago, and I got a lot of shit for it. But like, I don't know, man. I don't see much runway left. That said, I'm sorry. I totally forgot this question from M9 Prime, who writes in, just like you can too, if you head on over to the Trophy Room Discord. Hopefully we did not answer it. Do you think the price increase of the PS5 will sway others to raise their prices? Will we be seeing a more expensive Switch 2 in the future? Nintendo can easily raise the price $50 to $100 and it be cheaper than a PS5. Is gaming entering a too expensive phase? My kids have access to gaming because of me, but how likely are young kids to get into gaming when it's so expensive that their parents wouldn't buy a console on an impulse anymore? I mean, that's a great point. PlayStation is the console leader. Did they just give everybody, the excuse to raise their prices, Kyle?
I don't think so necessarily. I think maybe this gives them the opposite of like, let's hold on to the prices we have currently as like an alternative to that and see if that pans out. But I also think that when it comes to like young kids who are trying to get in gaming, the consoles are not what's swaying them now anyway. It is PC, it is phones, tablets. That's the main console for them when it comes to gaming. So it's we're in a new era, and yeah. I don't think anything they do is going to sway them either way.
Yeah, and the thing that I fear, and I think future friend of the show Matt Piscatella has said it's like we're headed towards a really bad time in consoles, because instead of them saying we need to kind of eat these costs because we need to make sure that the gateway into this is is more accessible for more people. We're saying no, the price of entry is actually more and more expensive, and we're pricing people out of the hobby and creating something that's much more niche, where we're going to get a generation of gamers that have never touched a DualSense or ever touched a PlayStation or even a Nintendo. And that's not good if you're Nintendo or if you're PlayStation. These are incredibly short-sighted decisions that are just fixated on a bottom line that has to go up. And it's just, yeah, everybody's focused on margins. They got to, I think, truly be focused on growth. I don't know. What say you like? Did they give everybody the runway to raise their prices?
I don't think right now Xbox will do that because they're trying to like restore their brand at the moment from what it
Sure.
seems like. So I don't think right now they will. Does that mean they won't eventually? No. I also don't know if Nintendo would right away either because they kind of just recently got flack for the prices of their games. So I don't know. I'm not sure if we see the others roll this out right away just because they're kind of dealing with their own stuff internally or were. Obviously, I could be wrong with that, but I don't think we see like a direct, like kind of like what we did with Game Pass price increasing and then PlayStation Plus price increasing pretty close to each other. I hope we don't see that with the other consoles.
Yeah. I'm not that, again, I'm in pessimistic lane. I think you see that price increase of the Switch fairly soon. I think we see a price increase of PlayStation Plus fairly soon. I just think we're in a real bad time for games right now, and someone needs to get behind the wheel quick.
But
yeah,
to not be Debbie Downers, we've got a
Okay.
lot of exciting stuff coming up with gaming as well.
100%.
Like our PlayStation Plus monthly games for
Hell
April.
yes. Oh yes, Lords of the Fallen, Tomb Raider 1 through 3 remastered, Sword Art Online Fractured Daydream. And then also Housemark announced that Soros has gone gold. Pre-order Soros. I've seen so many previews, and when I mean previews, I mean I saw brief snippets on Twitter because I don't need to see anymore, man. You sold me. You sold me on this. It looks amazing. It looks beautiful.
And also, as Jeannie in chat says, we're getting a look at Gears of War E-Day around in June.
I mean, we're getting Hades in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Hades too.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like April is nuts.
Yeah. If anyone missed it, Hades 2 PlayStation port coming 2 weeks. Get hyped. It's time.
I mean, let's go. Let's go. Everyone's hot. All right, gang. It's time for PlayStation's greatest hits. Light, would you like to tell us the rules of how this little game of ours goes?
Sure. So for this game, every week we have a different topic, and each of the hosts brings one answer to that topic. And then as a group, we rank them to platinum, gold, and silver. And then we kind of just internally score it. So this week's topic is best, worst April Fool's jokes within the gaming community.
Like that.
So every year, gaming companies like to do a little April Fool's joke. So we are bringing one of the best ones to the table that didn't actually hurt our souls.
Excellent. So, gang, I bring this over to you. Kyle Stevenson, hit you up first. What's the best, worst April Fool's joke that you saw this year?
So yeah, I was trying to think of ones in years past to be tricky with it, and I couldn't remember. There was one that I generally think is fun because it actually turned out to be a real thing, and that's the Sonic has been murdered adventure game that was an actual game like 2 years ago. However, I found this one from today. From a Game Enforcer, which is a Game Informer. Every April they do their own April Fool's section of the magazine, and it's a little cruel, okay, but I find it so funny. The headline was "Online shooter announced, launched, and shut down over duration of writing this headline." Absolutely incredible work over there at Game Informer, because holy shit, that was so good.
I like that.
So that is my pick for my favorite one of this year's April Fool's Day.
Oh God,
Calling
that's
attention
brutal.
to issues of this year while also bringing some
Absolutely.
levity.
Yes.
It's a good one.
Light, what say you? What's your best worst April Fool's joke in the gaming
So
community?
this one, I'm going to give my answer, but then Joe, if you don't say the other one, we have to at least point it out as a runner-up that we've all
Okay.
talked about from before. So my answer was actually tweeted out from Satisfactory, and it says, simply put, men are underrepresented in games. We're changing
God.
that. And then they did a whole trailer for a man game where you play as a man, a white straight man, and you're
Nice.
shooting guns and driving Teslas and doing all the things that real men do. Ooh, because
Yeah.
I'm a tough man. And it's really freaking funny. So if you haven't watched it yet, go to the Satisfactory Twitter account because it is hysterical. But then also do yourself a favor and read through the comments because they do not disappoint. They do not disappoint. I'll just say that.
That speaks to me.
That's incredible. I did not see that one, so that sounds awesome.
So here's one that I saw today, and what I liked about this was truly no one got hurt, no one was misinformed, no one was led astray, no one got false hope, no one got angry, right? It's simple. Sega changed their logo. We're excited to announce we're making the Sega logo 3% more blue. We hope you enjoy this upgrade. Please take a moment to familiarize yourself with the new logo. It's just the Sega
That's
logo.
perfect. That's perfect.
That's a good job. And
love
honestly,
it.
I
That's
think I
excellent.
could tell the difference a little bit. I truly think so. So, okay. Gang, I'm going to put this in the chat. I'm going to write it up right meow. What is the best, worst April Fool's joke of this year?
I mean, I'll start. I think I gotta rank the one that Light brought to the table because I did not see that one, and that is
Thank you.
hilarious.
Thank you.
Oh my god, that's so good. Between us two, Joe, whatever's in second. It's not a contest in my eyes.
Yeah, so Reese brought up the one that I wanted to bring up as the runner-up.
Oh,
CDPR, The Witcher, announced that they have a new controller that is a pommel horse controller. That's not actually a controller, but it's really funny. And you have to ride around this horse as your actual controller. So
Yeah.
that was really funny.
That's
The
very
video they
good.
made for that was really funny too. So definitely check that out as well.
Yeah. I really liked, I loved how much production value was in so many of these April Fool's jokes this year.
Mhm.
I will say, like, the IGN one really did get me. Where in the beginning, because it looked like a PlayStation ad, and then all of a sudden it just starts breaking the fourth wall, and you're like, okay, I see what you did there. It was like the first one of the day too. Is like, yep, this is the AI assistant. This is the controller. It has eyes. Something told me I could buy into that. And then I was sold lies. I need to see the Satisfactory one, but I truly love how it takes the piss out of what is the online discourse, at least in social media nowadays, where everything's LGBTQ pros propaganda, and it kind of turns that on its head. So I'm with Kyle on this one. I think the Satisfactory's man's game takes it for me.
I agree, but it was mine. So
Also, the fact that it came from the Satisfactory game is also
Yeah.
really, really fantastic.
100%.
I do want to read a couple other of like the Game Enforcer headlines because there are a couple of other really, really good ones. One is Xbox Project Helix patent reveals potential DNA splicing technology. Now you are an Xbox. That was a good one.
I like that.
The other one is FBI boss throws Grace Ashcroft a pizza party for confronting horrific past trauma, postpones promotion. The Game Informer team are crushing it.
God damn, if that didn't happen to me today, what are the odds?
Grieving man places flowers next to wife's grave and accidentally summons Cubone.
Oh no! Oh no!
my baby.
Oh no! Poor thing.
Oh, this is
one
another
more.
really good one.
Yeah.
Nintendo and Nvidia partner for headache-inducing 3D LSS5, and it's just everything's 3D.
I love that. I love that. My word. All right, then. Let the audience decide. right?
Uh-huh.
This is put up 2 minutes ago. I'm going to refresh and make sure this poll's right. Hopefully I didn't break anything. All right, everybody get your votes out because I'm about to end it. In 5, 4, can we get a countdown, everybody? Together? Can we do
If you're gonna get
5,
4,
4,
3, 2, 1.
Blast off!
Okay, gang.
Are we orbiting the moon yet?
I hope so. Lucky bastards. Satisfactory's Man Games wins
Absolutely.
overwhelmingly. Then Sega logo change. Then Game and Farcer. God, that one just hurt too much. I think it hurt too real.
%.
Takes the gold trophy. So we're all winners today. We're all winners.
But on the scoreboard, Joe, you still have not gotten a platinum trophy. I just
Not
want
the
to point that out.
scoreboard. You're not the winner.
Here's the thing. We got to come up with these not right before the show goes live. You know, I think
We have a whole list.
we got to decide what we're talking about that day. You got to give me time. Okay?
I don't know.
I'll listen.
Text us in the morning and be like, here's the topic today.
Actually, you know what? Could that be Mr. Light's job? Could that be Daddy's Light's job?
What?
You have
He's
the
so
job.
good.
Joe,
I know.
there's
But he's-
30. We wrote down 37 of them.
I understand that, but he had so many great ones on his phone too.
Oh, okay.
He's so
So
good
Light
with
and
these
I's
lists.
ideas are garbage.
Chuck liver.
I-
Fibby wibbies.
I'm just saying. I'm just
Fibby
saying.
wibby
he's
my
good at
ass.
it.
Get out of here.
All right, fair enough. All right, well. Cool beats. I'm not hurt. Hey, gang. What you been playing this week? That's what I want to know.
Nothing.
I've been
Literally.
I've been playing a little something. But Kyle, have you been playing anything? Because I know we've been playing a game.
Sure.
Wait,
You and I.
instead, can we do one game that we each played at PAX East that we really liked?
Yeah.
Oh, 110%.
Instead of like what you've been playing, let's do one game we each played at PAX East.
Yeah.
Can I go
Okay.
first? Because I literally only played one game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So I was really bad and I did not make any appointments this year. And the media hour was more like a media 30 minutes because they let us in late. So I was able to play one game this whole weekend, which was really fun. It was the Halloween game from Ilphonic. There is a single player mode and also a co-op mode. We played the co-op mode where Mr. Badbit was the Michael Myers. And the goal of co-op is, unsurprisingly, you're trying to escape, but you're also trying to get your fellow townsfolk out as well. You've got different things that can help you do that. Obviously, Michael Myers can't die, so you have tools that can help you escape his grasp. You also have, like, you can drink a beer, which gives you a perk. You can smoke a joint, which gives you a perk. There's different ways you can escape. You can call the police, but multiple people have to call the police. You can fix up a car, all that stuff that, like, it didn't do anything totally new. The smoke a joint and drink a beer thing, that was new. And rescuing the townfolk while also trying to rescue yourself was also a new mechanic.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun. I think the best part about it, though, was the way they utilized the Halloween music. Because if Michael Myers got close to you, it did the, you know, from the Halloween. And nailed that, by the way. Totally didn't. Sorry for your ears.
There was also a moment to that point, like, because we all played together, and Kelsey and Mike also played with us. There's a point where the iconic Halloween theme started, and we were across from each other, and we both just started vibing along with the music at the exact same time. We're like, okay, here we go. Because Joe was a terrible Michael Myers. Let's just
honest to God, I should have been a townsfolk. I don't play these types of games. I had no idea what I was doing, and I was getting frustrated.
Well, so these are always difficult because you never really know the controls. They kind of just throw you in and go have fun. So you're kind of figuring it out. And for the longest time, we didn't know what the hell we were even supposed to do to get out. So, but this game, the last thing I'll say about it, because I don't want to be too long in the tooth, but one thing that it does really cool is if you do get out, you're not done. Like, you don't just have to sit there and watch other people on your team try to escape. It gives you a little mini game, and then that mini game gives you perks for the next round, or gives you perks where you get to go back into the game as like a police officer or as a medic or as somebody else to help
Dr.
out.
Loomis.
Yeah, Dr. Loomis. So when you win, like you escape, if other people haven't escaped yet, you don't have to just sit and watch their gameplay. You do this mini game and also have the potential to go back in a different capacity to help out in a different way, which I think was a really cool take.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, 100%. Kyle, could you mute your mic for just a second? Okay. Your mic's making a weird noise all of a sudden.
Because someone's using the shower.
Oh, okay. Never mind. No worries. So my game of show, and I played a few games at this PAX East, but I have to say that my game of show has to be Kiln from Double Fine. When I first saw Kiln, I was super excited for it. I was like, seems like a neat, fun little party game. Double Fine, they're excellent at these types of games, Castle Crashers, right? And so I was like, this seems like a game that's gonna be right up my alley. Unfortunately, the demo died twice, but I kept on coming back because I really wanted to try this game out. And finally I got to play it. And the best way of playing it to me was I'm an avid gamer. The guy next to me is a very avid and hardcore gamer. But then his partner next to him, she wasn't. She's just like, these types of games give me anxiety. She's like, I hate, multiplayer games. I'm much more of a cozy, gamer gal. And we all were having so much fun being dropped in with our pottery. Creating the pottery itself was actually not just like a one-off thing. It actually felt like it was adding gameplay mechanics to it and some strategy to what we were building with, the more heavier the clay, the harder you hit, you become like a tank almost, but you're not that agile. You have like this medium amount of clay. That means you're a little bit of both. And then you're a small piece of clay, which means you're fast, but you can't, do that much damage. And each type of vase that you create or character that you create, there's so much customizable options to choose from that you kind of really do make your own thing. And so it didn't feel like just a throwaway gimmick. It actually felt like it was contributing to the gameplay while also contributing to like my individuality of just me as a gamer. What did I want to make in that moment? And I felt that was a lot of fun. And then when you jump into the game itself, it's about destroying that other person's kiln. And each kiln has like 3 lives or 3 rounds to it. So it's kind of like a fighting game in that aspect. And each team is trying to gather up water around the map to try to oust the flames of the other team's kilns while also bashing each other's, pottery and just causing all types of mayhem. It really felt like some aspects of games that I love a lot, like Splatoon, into this pottery setting. And I just think that Double Fine did something completely different, that feels fun, that doesn't feel like a game that needs to last 10 years, but something that you can sit down with your friends, play, and have a couple of really fun hours with, whether it's like at a party or just like a chill weekend vibe. Like they have something here. And I'm really excited to see what this game looks like at the end of the month because I really enjoyed my time with Kiln. Yeah.
Just to save you from the comments as well, Castle Crashers was not Double Fine.
I'm sorry.
No, that's the behemoth is Castle Crashers.
Oh my gosh, what am I confusing him with Costume Quest?
Yes, Costume Quest.
My apologies.
Yeah,
like Costume Quest.
Yeah.
See, that's for an edit later on when I make it short.
There you go. Do you want me to stop talking so you can get it clean?
Nope, you're good.
Okay, cool. I played a lot, and you can find the list over at 61indie.com for all the 10 that I chose to write about. But the one I want to highlight here that I think will have our audience super, super excited for is Valor Mortis. That is the next game from the Ghost Runner devs. It is a first-person Souls-like adventure where you are a soldier of Napoleon Bonaparte's army who's come back from the dead, and a weird plague is taking over the world, and it is a first-person Souls-like, so it is incredibly hard. You get a little pistol, so you have a range attack that you can do and pick up bullets to reload. The parrying feels fantastic. It is gruesome. The enemy design is super cool visually. Eventually you came across and you unlocked a it's like a I wouldn't call it a spell, but you
Mm.
can spew fire from your hand to burn down this weird mossy like thing that would block paths and open up new areas where you can find new stuff. I didn't get to the boss, unfortunately. That's
Mm.
on me. It wasn't very good. No, there was a section where I died, and it was in this weird like, I don't know the exact terms for it, but it was like a metal gate that closed down behind me, and when I died, it didn't go back up.
Oh,
And
no.
when I kept going up to it, I didn't see the prompt to hold to open it, so I was just kind of wandering around. So I didn't get super far, but some of the enemies in there, it just felt like it felt so good and fast and fluid, just like the Ghost Runner games, but um, less chaotic than Ghost Runner, because Ghost Runner is a one hit, one kill, both in enemies and you. This one, you have a health bar, you have to worry about your stamina, stagger your enemies. So like it is a Souls like through and through, and it's really really cool. I'm excited to see what Napoleon did, because why is this world taken over by a weird plague? What did he do? So yeah, that one's super super sweet. So be excited
Cool.
for that one.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm so bummed I missed my appointment on that one. So bummed because it
You would
looks.
have loved it. It's pretty
Yeah. Gosh dang it. That said, Nissa writes, Kiln community game stream. Perhaps if we all behave, maybe that happens.
good.
Maybe that
Whoa.
happens. I'm just saying we all have to behave. And maybe we get a community game day kiln stream. Perhaps. Kyle Stevenson, we've also been playing a little game that we got early, thanks to Xbox for the code, South of Midnight from Compulsion Games. Do you want me to take it away, or do you want to go for it first and foremost?
I can start.
Yeah, go for it.
First and foremost, I am adoring this game. I'm only 2.5 hours in. I think visually it is stunning. I love every second of the platforming and the world. The combat might be a little too simple at the moment. Who knows if that keeps expanding in the future, but I am just enjoying every single second, and I adore that the main character, who I'm blanking on the character name because I haven't hopped in since I've gotten back from PAX, so I'm blanking on her name, but she is incredible. Hazel, thank you. Hazel's such an incredible character, and I'm so lucky that we get to experience on PlayStation, because it is really really awesome.
Yeah. Could you get the price tag for me as I begin to speak on South Midnight? Yeah, I'm about midway through the game. I think I'm on chapter 5 or 6. I too stopped because of PAX, and then something else came our way that I'm in rush to play, so we could talk about it next week.
$40 right
$40
now.
hairs. Oh, really? Okay. So yeah. South of Midnight, you are Hazel. You are in the south of Bayou, in Louisiana. And your house gets washed up during a flood, and you're there chasing after it, and a whole bunch of mythical mayhem follows shortly afterwards. In short, this game, its presentation is incredible. It seems it is very much like a love letter to the mythical, like, south of the bayou, all that stuff, but also just gives me, and I don't know why, but like such strong Tim Burton vibes. And I think it's because of the stop motion animation that they have here. But I just think artistically, this is genuinely one of the more beautiful games that I've seen this generation, because its art direction is so strikingly different than what we normally see. Or when we see things that are more stop motion, it's meant to look like clay, and these more look like kind of like marionettes almost. There's just something about the animation here that I think Compulsion just knocked right out of the park. And the art style, again, I can't, the colors, the color palettes that they use are just so beautiful and like haunting but vivid. Man, this game should have won best art direction last year. I don't know. No, wait. Expedition 33 came out. It should have been runner up. It was just so it's so beautiful. It's so gorgeous. And I think the voice acting as well. There's never been a moment where I'm like, "Ugh, this character isn't selling me here." I think not only is Hazel's voice actress incredibly talented, but the whole cast and crew that I've met thus far, there just seems to be so much of this, I don't know, I hate to say it, but like country magic to them. It does feel like they're popping out of a storybook to you. Um, all that said, it is a bummer that while this game reminds me so much of Kena, Bridge of Spirits, that where that game was, for better or for worse, it felt like a PS2 game, but more of the complementary side, where this one very much feels like a PS2 game, derogatory type, where I felt like the combat in this game in South of Midnight is a bit more shallow. There's not much quite to it. And I feel like the level design itself too is far more linear than I would have liked it to be. Where I do feel like I'm playing a game that was very much developed gameplay wise much later. You know what I mean? Like much yeah, like somewhere in like the 2010s perhaps, where it doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like a modern action game should feel like, if that makes, or a platformer should feel like. I don't think the platforming's terribly difficult. I think the combat for the most part is just rather forgettable, and that sucks because I feel like the packaging itself is great to amazing, and the gameplay itself is fine and okay. It's not offensively bad. It's just never peaks past this is serviceable. But I think if you are someone that's looking for a story, that's looking for the overall adventure rather than just the moment to moment gameplay, there is something here for you in South of Midnight. And learning that it's like $39.99, that very much gets me to the door of like, okay, this is yeah, worth the cash. But I don't know yet. Haven't beaten it. But my impressions thus far is this game is pretty darn good. I could see where people think that this is one of their favorite games of last year, because I mean right now it's one of the favorite games that I've played this year. So yeah, South of Midnight, a great time that I will probably platinum by next episode for sure. For sure. That's a gang. T, anything that you've played, or shall we get into the prepare the drop and I have to yell at someone that's hooting and hollering downstairs?
Let's just get into prepare the drop because I'm just playing the same stuff that I've been playing. So no need
Fair
to bring it
enough.
up again.
Let's get right into it. Prepare the drop. Here are the latest steals and deals coming to the PlayStation storefront.
By the
I'll take
way,
it away. I
I'm
gotta
holding
go.
on to my cookies from PAX.
Hell yes. Hell yes.
Yeah, because you forgot to do the bit. Hey,
What was the bit?
are you holding on to something?
Oh, well, let's hold on to something because okay, Kyle, are you holding on to anything?
I am. Thanks, Light. I'm holding on to
welcome.
my cookies from PAX East. What about you?
I'm holding on to my new Fallout controller from PAX East.
Oh my god, that thing looks so cool in person and on camera too. It looks super cool too.
Can you click your clickies for me?
Sure.
Ah, I like it.
It feels great. Next week, the week of April 6th. On April 7th, we've got Starfield finally coming to PlayStation 5. Also on April 7th, we have People of Note, the musical RPG from Annapurna. We have Sigma Star Saga DX and Peppered, an existential platformer, a 6-1 Showcase alum. Yay. On April 8th, we've got The Occultist, Incantation, and Chain Staff. And on April 9th, we've got Power Wash Simulator 2 DLC. The Adventure Time stuff is coming out. Beyond Words is also on April 9th. And Wrath Aeon of Ruin Brutal Edition. Oh, that's a VR game. Is coming out on April 9th on PS5. And then on April 10th, I believe that's still next week. It sure is. It's next Friday. We've got Tiny Bookshop coming to PlayStation 5. Ooh, that's exciting. And Tamashika. And that's it for what's coming to PlayStation next week.
Tiny Bookshop is really fun if you like cozy games. My only complaint is that you get the same books way too much. So they don't have
Totally
enough
fair.
diversity for the books, but super, 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 super cute game if you haven't played it yet.
100%. Well, gang, it's time for the last segment, but our favorite segment of the show. It's time for the Sony Pony Express.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw. Oh,
Again, you can send your comments and questions over at the Trophy Room Discord server for a chance, an opportunity to have them read on the show. Kyle Stevenson, take away the first question, sir.
first one comes to us from the good sir. How is PAX East? I already read the incredible article by Mr. K-Step over on 61 Indie on his 10 standout games. Hey, appreciate you, good sir. I'd love to hear from you, Joe, and Light on your highlights, as well as have Kyle reiterate some of his on the podcast. We talked about Valor Mortis. I'll talk about more probably next week. P.S. Best thing you ate/drank during the convention?
Is it bad if I say the pizza on the last night that we got at like midnight?
I would agree.
Honestly, that's some good pizza. But I will say this, okay? Our friend Jacob McCourt, friend of the show, he every morning went to this place called Flour because apparently it's like really good gluten-free stuff, and he's of course allergic to bread, which is unfortunate. But I said on the second day, I was like, listen, I don't want to eat Starbucks every day. Is this place worth the Uber trip? And he's like, Joe, it absolutely is. So I went over there. And I literally walked up to the counter. I was like, what's the most popular thing here? And they say the sticky bun. And I said, sir, sign me the fuck up. And that's what I got right here. Look at this. Boop, 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 boop. Sticky bun. It is pretty much like what you think like a cinnamon like roll is without like the glaze, but you have the sugar glaze over it instead. And then pecans on it. And ooh wee, what a fluffy delight that was. And then I wasn't done there. All right. And first off, I don't take a picture of my food often. It has to really be the bee's knees. Then I got this brioche bun looking thing, a ham. They don't call it Taylor ham. That's blasphemy. And then egg, arugula. And then they put like McDonald's, like Thousand Island dressing on it, which you think it's going to be blasphemy. Nay. What a sweet delight that was. And I got a little OJ with it. Ooh, best food at PAX. But I digress.
I just learned you say pecans instead of pecans.
Yeah, I say a lot of things
Is it a
differently.
Jersey thing?
I don't know. I say another word very, very strange, apparently. But yeah, I say pecans. Oh, I say apricots.
Excuse me?
I say apricots.
Apricots?
Yeah.
No,
With
you
the apricots, correct?
Apricot.
Yeah.
Yeah, apricots.
Who the fuck's is apricot?
I say Reese's instead of Reese's.
A lot of people say Reese's.
Okay.
Because
I'm
it's
learning
Reese's
so much.
Pieces, so it throws people off.
Yes.
Because Reese's
even-
Reese's Pieces, shit. You know what? I say Reese's too.
Yeah.
How do
Yeah.
you say the liquid that comes from a cow's udder?
Milk?
Okay, thank God. If you were a milk person, I was gonna have to leave the show. And that is not an April Fool's joke.
No, you could, yeah, you could take me out to pasture on that one. But I say water and coffee, but that's like a Jersey thing.
You didn't say it weird.
No.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Wait.
Thank you, Light, because I was about to go insane.
He thinks other people say water.
Wada.
Yeah, well, because
Water.
maybe it's because we're New York, New Jersey, and
Sure.
there's some whatever,
Can I
but
have a glass of
apparently
water?
it's
Water.
waw like that. That's weird.
Reese,
People
you do
are
not say
paw.
milk.
Take
Reese.
that back.
I've
Take
caught
it
my
back
nieces
right
a couple
now.
times saying milk. I go, excuse me?
There's no
What?
E.
I agree.
Take that back.
Shout out to South Street Diner in Boston. It is really good. Mike and I went there twice. That's great.
I'm just bad. Like if I'm not going with people somewhere, I will not go and explore. So
Sure.
Mr. Light and I brought our own little like Belvita crackers and Pop-Tarts and things and just
Yeah.
ate those in the room before we went over to the con. And if people were like, oh, we're going here, we will go with them, but we won't just like be like, okay, what's a good place to go get breakfast around here and then go Uber there. We're just not that
Yeah.
kind of people.
Also, shout out to the MJ O'Connors. That was the first time I ate there, but apparently you guys eat there
Oh.
all the time.
100%, like every day.
That's our go-to place for lunch.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's very
Go
good.
to. And honestly, it costs as much as the convention floor, and it's just a wee bit better, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those wings are fucking good though.
Oh, yeah.
They're good.
That
Yeah.
was very
Pretzels,
New York.
Not good.
The way you
Wings,
said that,
good.
Light, you were like,
The
they're
pretzel
really
cheese.
fucking good.
I'm from the Buffalo area. We know our wings, okay? We do not fuck
Absolutely.
around with wings.
that said, highlights from the show floor. So I was at my first panel, which I got incredibly nervous at when I saw everybody jump in, and then me and Kate from No Small Game, she's like, "Hey, I just want to tell you I'm nervous." I was like, "I'm nervous too," and I think we had a cute little bonding moment there. It was nice, but that was a real fun time. Jacob McCourt again, real class act, and man, that went super fast. And I again, not good at trivia, very much showed. But
I will say Tegan and I were sitting next to each other and we're like, please Joe, don't embarrass us. Please.
well, I tried not to, and I was like, okay, Joe, don't say anything. These people are woke. They're gonna cancel me. And so I didn't say any of it. Don't worry. I had a couple of good jokes in my pocket. I kept to myself.
You did nail one of the questions, so we were very proud of you.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh well, when it got to like the Metacritic score, I'm like, all right, this is where
Yeah.
my autism is
I
gonna
was like,
take.
this is my time to shine.
100%, 100%. But when it was like guess the cover of the game, Moises and Matt were on dude. I was just like, well, we know who the winners are. When they guessed Forsaken 64, a game I've never even heard of until that night, I was like, we're cooked.
Yeah.
But
it was a good time.
Yeah. It was a good time, man. For me, the highlight's always going to be like, honestly, living through light. Because last year, we met quite a few people that were like fans of the trophy room last year, right? And this time was very much Light's turn, where Light met like how many fans? Like 4 or 5, right? Out of 4.
I think by the end it was 6 total. If you count like the 2 at the beginning as separate.
Yeah, that's so.
It felt
awesome.
really good. It felt really
That
good. I'm not
felt
gonna lie.
awesome. And I saw like you visited one of their booths because one of them had a booth there, and you just saw how excited that she got that you were there. And it's like, man, that's what it's all about, man.
It was really funny though, because I posted that picture on Instagram, and like every other comment was, "How tall are you?" So just to clear the air, I'm not that tall, but I am 5'8". So apparently I do tower over a lot of people, which I didn't realize. And in that picture, I do look like a giantess. So no one was like, "Oh, that's so sweet. You got to meet people in the community." No, it was, "How tall are you? You're really tall. Wow, you're way taller than I realized. I'm not that tall."
Well, when I'm with you guys, I do feel like a small child because I'm 5'4", so I just look at everybody like I'm the kid. So yeah. Is that also your highlight of the show, Light?
Meeting people?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think meeting people, seeing our like normal friend group, but also like meeting new people within the friend group, all of that is just a really good time. I like that a lot.
Yeah. Generally one of the best PAXs in recent memory of just hangout quality time with the people that I love and admire.
Can we talk about the painting? The Obama painting?
We can before
Post
we do
show.
though.
Maybe post show.
Post show. Yeah.
I will shout out to K-Rock and Enigma for showing up and meeting us at the turf room meetup after the panel. It was
100%.
lovely getting to chat with you guys for a little bit.
And they were part of my pizza podcast within the hotel lobby. I'm very passionate.
Which is why we got pizza, and Light and I were very appreciative of it.
Yeah.
It was great.
And K-Rock said we're gonna make this a yearly thing that we do. So
Nice.
there you go.
And please listen to the post show because we gotta talk about that painting.
Yeah. The Obama painting is
We have to talk about that painting.
quite alarming. Alarming.
Jeannie writes in, who's excited for Gears of War E-Day? What do you think are the chances it doesn't release on PS5, or do you think that's a lock? Just trying to find some positive news during the dark times.
Great question. So apparently on some site that people cling to for hope, it says Gears of War 5, ESRB rating, Xbox Series S, X, PC. No mention of PS5. Is this because they haven't announced it for PS5 yet? Or do you think they're leaving us PlayStation gamers high and dry? This is Ash's plan. She heard the community. Exclusives are back. Light, I go to you, miss.
I think if you had asked me even 2 weeks ago, I would have said it's coming to PlayStation. But now with the new shift, we're already seeing Asha shift back. We're already seeing the cancellation of this as an Xbox. We're seeing like things like FanFest coming back. We're seeing shifting back to some of their older strategies. So I would not be surprised if Gears doesn't come to PlayStation because it was never announced to PlayStation. So I would not be beholden to that. They're not going to piss anybody off. because they never said they were going to. So I would not be surprised if it does not come to PlayStation.
Kyle Stevenson, what do you think?
I would probably lean towards 90% not coming to PlayStation right now. I'll hang on to a 10% chance.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I would like still be happy, but how did the Gears of War remake perform on PlayStation? Because if it didn't sell like gangbusters, I think that right there is your answer.
Yeah. And we don't really know the numbers of that, unfortunately. If only we could pull up the Steam charts. No, not going to bring those community people over here. I did a test of like, hey, if I say Marathon's my game of the year, what's the reaction going to be on Twitter? It's exactly what you thought it was going to be. Genuinely a bad time. That said, talking about Gears of War, E-Day, 100% is coming to PlayStation. 100%.
But I don't think day and date.
Nope,
I don't think day one. You think day one?
Day one, 100%. Okay. I think Xbox is totally done with exclusives. I think the only reason why it isn't there yet is because it hasn't been truly revealed. Like, we've never got them to say it's... I don't think... You can... Someone correct me if I'm wrong. At the end of Gears of War E-Day, did you see Xbox PC or did you just see Gears of War E-Day? Because I think we're playing the assumptions game where it's like, we're just assuming it's here because it's going to be here. Where I think at this point, we're going to be talking about, we've talked about South of Midnight. That was a game that released last year on PlayStation. We're going to be talking about Starfield next week coming to PlayStation. You have Halo already announced for PlayStation. That's your biggest, in the mind's eye of a Xbox gamer, the biggest, IP that you have. And then you have Forza Horizon saying, hey, we're coming to PlayStation at a later date because of development of the game, but it's coming to PlayStation. And Forza is, out of the big three, the biggest game that they have. So I don't think that we're going to see Xbox go back to exclusivity. I truly think they're done with it. So that's my thought. But as to what Light's saying, I wouldn't. And also, Gears of War is an online game that's launching, one would think, in the summer of this year, early September, to get in front of GTA. You want as many people on a multiplayer game as possible, right? You're seeing that with even PlayStation putting out Helldivers on Xbox. I think you see Gears of War on PlayStation just because it's a multiplayer. But
I guess we just we don't know enough about what Osh's plans are yet.
Yeah.
And the fact that they're already changing some of the things that we thought were the direction in the future of Xbox, it would not surprise me if it's at the very least a timed exclusive.
Yeah.
Because then, that's what PlayStation does. So it's not like it's going to piss anybody off. People expect timed exclusives now. And then they 100%. Still have it everywhere. They just have it everywhere later on.
Yeah. Yeah, I could definitely see the future, and I wouldn't mind that future one bit where it's like, hey, at a later date comes to PlayStation.
I think that's the happy medium. It gives people the exclusive feel that they want, but also gives the devs players on every platform.
100%. 100%. All right, Kyle Stevenson, what's the next question you got for us?
Cloudside writes in, this is going to be a great month for roguelikes. Soros has been my most wanted game for a while, the follow-up to the excellent Returnal. Hades 2, the sequel to the top-tier Hades. Even Marathon has roguelike elements. I'll sink a lot of time into these games like I did with their predecessors. Are you guys excited for these games too?
Cloudside's been an excellent Marathon buddy, by the way.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I'm the biggest roguelike lover of the three of us here.
Yeah.
So this month is perfect for me. I'm so excited for Soros. I'm so excited for Hades 2. I will throw in, it's not really a roguelike, but we get vampire crawlers as well in a few weeks. Gaming is not slowing down in the slightest at all. There's going to be something brand new that is launching on PlayStation for us this month that I guarantee everyone listening or watching this is going to fall in love with.
Yeah. Hades 2, my word. Let me tell you guys something. Nothing gets in the way of that game for me. Nothing. Hades 2, honestly, if I knew about this at the beginning of the year when we were talking about a most anticipated game, It'll probably be it. I love Hades 1 so much. I know, Kyle, that was like your game of the year if it wasn't for it being Nintendo first. Um, but I'm so in. And it's true, like this month, like we're also getting like Pragmata, right? We're getting like the Diablo expansion. Like I know there's others that I'm forgetting, but like there's so many games every week. This whole month feels like a year. And the fact that like I'm struggling with like coverage this month of like there's just so much to play. Tune into the trophy room this week and next week. Let me tell you something.
We didn't have time to talk about it, but like I also played maybe a half hour of Super Meat Boy 3D.
Oh,
I played a little bit of Fishbowl, which I'm excited to talk more about maybe next week. So like there's so many games.
Many games.
It's insane.
It's sanity.
Dwani Raksha writes in, hi Trophy Trio. April is possibly the most me-coded release schedule for PlayStation with Hades 2, Starfield, Saros, and the Diablo 4 expansion, all coming this month. I'd be happy with this slate over a year, but it's all been crammed into 20-something days. Do any of you recall something similar that aligned with your tastes?
Honestly, I haven't felt this rush of games since perhaps 2023, right? That was the year of Baldur's Gate, where I felt like every month there was something for me to play. And off the top of my head, I'm forgetting half of them, but like, like Dead Space remake, Resident Evil, Baldur's Gate, Alan Wake 2, Spider-Man 2. Like there was a new game every month to get lost in. That like honestly, this month is just like every week I'm getting my wallet's getting hit from one direction or the other. So yeah, no, this is it for me. What's it you like?
I'm gonna say just like the year of 2018 in general. Had a ton of
Good pick.
games. It was like right before I started my channel. So like the first year that I started my channel, there was like a ton to play because there's so many just had come out in 2018. I'm trying to look at so it looks like that year alone, if Reddit is to be trusted, Red Dead 2, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, God of War,
Yes.
Detroit Become Human, Spider-Man, Hitman 3, A Way Out, The Tomb Raider, The Walking Dead. There was a World of Warcraft expansion in there, Astrobot, Captain Spirit, Gree, Far Cry 5, Fallout,
Ooh.
something, Fallout 76. There was just a ton that year.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I feel like that was probably a pretty packed year, especially like in 2019. I played like all of the, well, not all of those, but a lot of those games.
Yeah. Yeah. What's you, Kyle?
I'm trying to remember which one it is, so give me just a brief second. Yeah, okay. So there's two instances. One is the most recent one where we got Elden Ring and Horizon Forbidden West so close to each other.
Oh, yep.
That like both completely competed for my attention, and Elden Ring won it out in the short term, but I ended up loving Forbidden West later that year as well. But I also would love to call out a singular day, which I think for all three of us here, there was a game for each one of us on the same day.
Go for it.
In the year 2017, October 27th, we got Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus. We got Super Mario Odyssey, and we've got Assassin's Creed Origins all on the same day. Are you kidding me?
Goodness gracious.
What a historic day in games right there. Three like almost near perfect games in our eyes here. Like that's crazy.
Yeah. God bless.
Yeah.
I love when Mario jumped on those Nazis' heads and blew them to smithereens.
Absolutely.
I remember it.
And then climbed the top of the
Egypt.
pyramids.
Exactly.
I mean, he did, I think. Yeah. Can I say I'm so excited for that Mario movie? Can't tell me nothing.
It's got awful reviews, though. Have you seen it? Not that those can be trusted.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was good,
Whatever.
Joseph. But
It's
I will
whatever.
be curious to see what you actually think of it. I
Yeah.
haven't seen the first one yet, so I'm not going to go see it. But
Oh, okay. Well, see, I saw the first one. It also got awful reviews, but I'm like, I saw Mario and I thought it was good.
Okay.
I really wish they kept. No, I don't want to say it. Never mind.
Okay.
In
Yeah,
case
I'll
anyone
say it.
didn't see it, I don't want to spoil anything.
It's promotional material. You know,
Yeah, I know.
I'm in the movie. But no, I saw people where it's like, listen, genuinely, when it comes to movies and movie reviews, I don't necessarily care because I'm not in it like I am for games, right? So like I'll watch Project Hail Mary because my friends are telling me Project Hail Mary is great, not because Ebert or Roper gave it a thumbs up.
exactly.
So that's how my brain is. And I kind of said this thing on Twitter where I was just like, I genuinely don't care. And it's a kid's movie to me. So I'm going to go watch it. Knowing it's not for me, my expectations are at the floor. I just want to see Yoshi. That's like, and apparently that was the worst thing to say in the world because every person who is currently writing their screenplay using Starbucks Wi-Fi took issue with that. It's like, well, this is just classic YouTuber take defending a movie they never. I'm not defending it. It's probably not good, but I'm gonna have fun with it. You know, not every animated film needs to be Into the Spider-Verse for me. Sometimes they could be Minions, and that's cool. I'm excited for people that like K-pop Demon Hunters. I'm never gonna watch K-pop Demon Hunters, but I'm
okay.
glad
No,
it
but you need to
exists.
watch K-pop.
You need to watch
Hunters.
K-pop Demon Hunters.
I don't think I do.
No,
So like,
Joe, you do. You absolutely do.
Please,
okay,
Joe.
fine. But it's like,
After
you know,
finish Edge Runners, watch K-pop Demon Hunters.
exactly. Oh, fine. Fair enough. So like for me, it's like not every movie needs to be Citizen Kane. What if I just walked into a movie and had fun with it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, totally
God
agree.
forbid.
Yeah. My take on movies is like there's so much bad shit going out in the world. If I could just sit in a theater and escape reality for 2 hours, I'm good. Even if the movie's bad, I can only focus on one thing and it's
I miss
magical.
going to the movies.
Yeah.
I saw people go like, as Nintendo fans, we deserve better than this slop when the 1991 movie is better. I'm like, can you
It's about an Italian plumber in space. What are we talking about here?
I've never walked away from a Mario game and went, wow, that plot moved me to my core. Super Mario World is my favorite game in my childhood. One of the most transformative games in my life. I can't tell you what the plot of Super Mario World is other than, let me guess, Bowser kidnapped the princess and I have to save her.
Yeah.
Is that it? Just like the other Mario games where he's going to go eat cake? Sure thing you are, you little pervert little plumber. Like, come on, bro.
He's going to go lay some pipe.
Oh, he's... I fucking love her, you guys. He definitely is, brother. So like, yeah, no, it's just, come on, guys. Let's relax. Not every kid's movie's up. Sometimes it's Toy Story 2. That's okay. Relax.
Wait.
Sorry about that rant.
Was that shade at Toy Story 2? Hold on.
Yeah, it's not good.
Whoa.
Not good. Toy Story 3. Now we're cooking with gas. Toy Story 2.
I've never heard someone call Toy Story 2 bad like that ever.
Not good.
I fear that Late Silence is also in agreement with Joe, so I'm going to move on.
No, this is like a hot piping hot take, and I'm afraid
Go
to
for it.
say it because I'm going to get canceled off the internet. I know they're good movies. I personally do not vibe with Toy Story,
Oh, okay.
so I haven't seen it.
Tell that to the Starbucks barista when you type that out onto Twitter. You're going to get a whole bunch of comments about how...
I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying they're not my vibe.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Just wild. Ugh. All right. I'm sorry. I took me down a road that I didn't want to go on.
Joe, we've got a few minutes before we have to
Go. Wrap it up. Go.
Our final question comes from Green Gorilla Gamer. Sup, fam? So, how do we feel about the tone-deaf April Fool's joke that's PlayStation put out? Having an AI assistant play your games for you? Ha 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 ha. Let's all laugh at the AI joke and ignore the fact that there's an existing patent for this and AI is continuing to invade this space. Yeah, this is a short one this week. I'm kind of just fucking tired of this. Project Hail Mary was the 10 out of 10. Seeing the Mario movie next. Much love to y'all and God bless.
Oh, yes. That's
Definitely
my double
tone-deaf.
feature on Friday.
that's so
No,
that's-
that was IGN, though. I do want to correct. That was IGN. It wasn't PlayStation.
So I guess it does make it funnier, But there are certain things that people joke about on April Fool's Day every year that just like the oh, I'm pregnant joke, or the things like that are just tone deaf, that I'm just sick of. And it's every year. That coming from IGN and not from PlayStation is a little bit funnier, but there are always AI jokes out there that are just like, what, why is that funny? Like, or studios announcing a game that everybody's been wanting, and then it's like, ha, April Fools. Like, that's not funny.
Yeah.
That's not funny. Sorry.
Again, making the Sega logo 3% more blue. That's funny.
That's funny.
Satisfactory man's game. That's hilarious.
That's funny.
Game and Farcer. That's funny. Also hurts a little bit. But yeah, no, we got to tread lightly on April Fools. I think we got to really make it like, this is a goof, this is a gag, or else.
How people do like /S for sarcasm?
Mm-hmm.
We need like a /AF for April Fools in the post.
100%.
Because at some point, companies are going to see that, like, oh, that actually might be a good idea.
Yeah.
I know.
No, not in my book. That said, before we head on out here, of course, I want to spotlight our community, our patrons, and our YouTube members. Of course, you could head on over to patreon.com/PS Trophy Room. You could support the show, keep the lights on. The reason why we look so great, sound so good, is because of your generosity over at patreon.com/PS Trophy Room. So if you ever got you through a long car ride, a tough day at work, it really does mean a lot if you head on over to patreon.com/PS Trophy Room, and you can help us head to redacted. We can't say it. They didn't tell us we could sometime in the foreseeable future. If you head on over to patreon.com/PS Trophy Room, again, helps us out. Like our newest members, Brent Charteran at the bronze tier, the Big G at the bronze tier, Lord Direlot at the silver tier, Skylar at the bronze tier, and also the good sir at the silver tier. I want to thank our premium producers, Todd Burwitz, Caleb Cook. Hey, I saw you just the other day, brother. And Toxic. And of course, K-Rock's Kiddo Cullen. I shall see him soon. Our platinum members, JC, Jedi Master Ram, Cowboy Danger D, Jonas Young, The Green Gorilla Gamer, Chaotic Monkey, Ryuko Kill 90, Stephen Flesh, Shroobles and Bits, Aaron, Bertos Maximus, Tommy, Chris, Hybrid 748, Matt Valdez, Silk in It, Decimine, Mitchell Gramling, Mike Thomas, Gregory Holmes, Maddox Vigia, Solo, Carbonite Free since 1983, and then our gold members, Jesse Garcia, JB the Purple Monkey, Hyde Indoors, Katie, Kevin Mitchell, Kevin Diaz, which, let me tell you, we just played one of the sweatiest outpost map. We got done to the thing. Marcus O'Neill, Red Arrow, Ageless Hermit, Androsor, Astronaut Jr., The Winter Gamer, Stingray X, Robbie Bobby Miller himself, Brenton Zachary, Final Fan, XZ, Hambone, JD Dillinger, Stone Cold, Tino Six Speed, N. Johnson, Sean McKenzie, Rick Arrington, Matthew King, Duh Overlord, Dewane Raksha, Drellish, Rick Davis, Seth Mildner, Samuel Nessing, Maximum Carnage, Michael Hassett, Drug Prowling Wolf, Battered Haddock, Arlie, Upper 90, Bonnie Barefoot, and the Lord Commander Suddy. He was in the backpack this week, but I was in his basement, because I had to do a cool coverage thing for a game I can't talk about yet. But he was gracious enough to open up his home for me so that I could steal his Wi-Fi. So thank you so much, brother. That said, I want to thank our YouTube members, Jonathan Kelly, Nisa Hauer, the Kush Completionist, Mr. Light, Freight Conductor, Shroobles and Bits, and Tommy. Thank you also for supporting us the ways you do. And hey, listen, if you have no bucks our way, that's A-okay. You can support us in other ways, like hitting like, share, subscribe here on YouTube. You could rate us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts or on Spotify. You can leave us a comment there as well. You can share us out to all your social feeds. That really does help us out. It grows this big, beautiful family here at the Trophy Room. So with all that said, with all that out of the way, everybody, keep it what's about you, keep hunting, and keep playing PlayStation. See y'all.
Bye, I love you.